One of our candidates is Mr. Evan Clarence Callagher. Mr. Callagher lives in Williamstown and he is married to Lisa. He holds a bachelor's degree in political science from Northern Kentucky University. His present occupation is deputy jailer at the Kenton County Jail. His previous work experience or political experience includes working in Frankfort under Senator Dana Thayer during the 2008 legislative session. He is also a Marine Corps veteran, having served 12 years, and he is involved with the Spears Foundation. Welcome, Mr. Callagher. We also have tonight with us Mr. Steve Kellum. Mr. Kellum lives in Crittenden with his wife, Carla. He has one daughter, Casey Ryan Kellum. His parents are Leland and Betty Kellum of Dry Ridge, and his brothers are Rodney and Tim. He is a 1977 graduate of Grant County High School. He is currently a senior at Northern Kentucky University, where he's majoring in criminal justice. He is currently serving as the jailer of Grant County. He has served in that capacity for over 8.5 years. He was previously employed by the Kentucky State Police as a trooper and detective in this community. He also worked at the Walton Police Department as a city police officer and formerly at Delta Airlines as a ramp worker. Some of his community affiliations include a member of Crittenden Baptist Church, the Grant County Chamber of Commerce, the Kentucky Jailers Association, the American Jailers Association. He serves on the state training curriculum for Kentucky jails, the Deputy Jailer Awards Committee, and the Board of Directors of the Kentucky Jailers Association. Welcome, Mr. Stephen Kelly. Our next candidate is Mr. William Tom King. Mr. King lives in Dry Ridge. He is not married, but his children include William Andrew King, William Thomas King Jr., and Cassie Marie King. He is a high school graduate as well as a graduate of the Doolin Technical College of Dallas, Texas, and the International Academy of Criminology. He is retired at this time. He worked in security for 25 years and owned a restaurant for 13 years. Welcome, Mr. King. Our next candidate for jailer is Mr. Terry Peoples. Mr. Peoples lives in Williamstown with his wife, Dr. Michelle Willoughby, and his son, Braden Peoples. He holds a master's degree in business. He is a former graduate experience and political experience, includes serving in the United States Army. He has been a financial planner and also worked at the Grant County Detention Center, as well as serving in the United States Army. His community affiliations include being a member of the American Legion, Veterans of Foreign Wars, the Masonic Lodge, the Chamber of Commerce, the Fraternal Order of Police, and the Grant County Democratic Club, as well as the National Rifle Association. Welcome, Mr. Peoples. And our final candidate for jailer is Mr. Harvey Perlyberg. Mr. Perlyberg lives in Williamstown. He has 3 children, Cameron, Johan, and Kurt. He is a high school graduate and as well also graduated from the Hamilton County Police Academy. His present occupation is a writer. For 5 years previously, he served as a senior deputy at the Grant County Jail, and he also served on the Grant County Board of Elections for 2 years. And he is a member of the Republican Party, as well as he also served in the military for 2 years. Welcome, Mr. Perlyberg.
The first thing I would do is change the philosophy of the jail. As sworn peace officers, the deputies need to be held to a higher standard. They need to look, act, and think professional at all times. I would also be a committed working jailer. I would do them daily to monitor and supervise the activities. I would strictly enforce all policy and procedures at all times. And I would incorporate knowledge, discipline, and accountability to the jail staff.
Well, I've never been inside that jail, either working or incarcerated, so I haven't been in the jail. But what I can see from the outside, Kenton County, is that it creates an atmosphere for inmates to essentially get away with lawsuits, frivolous lawsuits that we paid out from Grant County?
I would change everything from top to bottom about the Grant County Jail. It's financially been a disaster from day one. There's low morale at the jail. The work program's in chaos. There, as you read in your paper, the fiasco up there at the county animal shelter. For one, the lawsuits for two.
But, you know, looking changes, we've made changes since 2001, since I've taken over there. Change is slow because of financial reasons. It takes time to build a staff that has the qualified training, educating your staff to be able to progress and move forward. And that's exactly what we've done over the years. It's a very difficult situation. It's the hardest job in county government, but we've made the change and we've made the positive impacts that we need to make. And we've been recognized all over the state for that.
Thank you, sir. Next.
Well, first thing, like the other gentleman said, stop the lawsuits and just change the whole thing from top to bottom, like he said. I mean, it just needs to. It can't go on the way it's going. I mean, money's going out. It's over budget. I mean, there's just too many complaints. I mean, you can't hear nothing good in the county about it. And it just needs to stop. I mean, the county is a good county and there are a lot of good people in it. And it just needs to be changed, that's all.
My biggest thing, I guess, is like everyone out there thinks that we need to balance the budget. That's the biggest problem. Is that we're running in a deficit right now. We started out, we had federal inmates, and that was fine. The budget was balanced. But as soon as we lost that, then we're working in a deficit, and now the taxpayers are going to have to pay for that. So the biggest thing is to get the federal inmates back, and we have to regain regional respect in order to do that. Like Mr. Furleyberg said, if we don't do that, we have to look at other options, turn it into a school or rent it out to private industry. And I think we want to keep this jail operational and keep it underneath our roof. I think that's important.
Has anybody here ever read anything in the Bible that happened that was good in the jail? Have they read anything or seen any movie that's ever been published or put out there on the screen about jails? They've all labeled jails as cruel places, and I differ with that.
First of all, I agree with Mr. Kelly. The reflection, the image upon the jail should not reflect the employees who work there. We have outstanding deputies, male and female.